Kids and cadets, welcome back to Tommy time. I just took this Lawn-Boy in trade. I gave $20 for it. So let's look it over. I have not even checked this hunk of junk out. The story behind this one is a lady messaged me about a Turo, actually a self-propelled Turo recycler, and I said I got a guy coming out in 30 minutes for that. I told him I'd hold it for him. She said, well, what else do you have? So she came out with her neighbor, actually. From what I gathered, the gentleman, the neighbor, is a little bit older, and they share a lawnmower, and they shared this all-wheel drive Lawn-Boy. So she had sent me a picture. She says, well, I got one. It's too far gone, because I told her I would take a non-runner in on trade. So she sent me a picture of it from this side. So they both showed up. She was in a Toyota Prius. He was in a Dodge Caravan. So he was the transporter guy. So all I saw was the tape here and the big hole. And I had told her, just by the picture she sent, I said I'd give 20 in trade in value. So I found a nice Murray for her. She didn't care about not having a bag. He was happy with it. I let him cut part of the front yard. So she said, wow, she saw the mowers out front. She says, oh, wow, I really like how you can recycle these. And I said, by the looks of it, you guys really got a bunch of use out of this thing. You really kept it running. I hadn't seen all this rot until I got it on the ground and the whole thing kind of bounced around. So I was kind of impressed with his tape job. He's got some big tape here. I thought about trying to start it. They said something about they tried to start it a little while ago and couldn't get it running. I'm just kind of skeptical of deck integrity here. I figured just for the engine alone, the Kohler, I thought for 20 bucks I could just take the whole thing and use the engine. Oh, they got the wrong air filter. They got a Briggs & Stratton air filter on this. It should be a paper cartridge. Well, that's a kind of a shit show. So that's that. I don't even know what year this thing is. We can tell by the emissions control sticker. Looks like a 2010 Lawn-Boy. Or maybe the cable should be worth something to me in the transmission and the engine. I don't think I have a deck, but I'll look around. I may have a deck now that I think about it, but I'd have to clarify that. Switch all this crap over to a better deck. The oil's at the below the low mark. So let me put you back up here. I'm going to turn this thing over and just see. I'm sure the blade's rough just by looking at the rest of the machine. I should have asked him for the bag if they even had a bag. Yeah, he and her really use this thing to the bitter end. Blade sandblasted here on the back side. This is flat. You can see through most of the deck here. Notice the handle up here is cracked right in half, that right where the bolt is drilled through. Big split in that handle. So I don't see where it's rubbing against anything down here. I think we can try to start it. I was just worried about causing a brush fire if this thing sparked while hitting any part of the deck. But it looks like we got clearance. I'm going to go ahead and risk it and start this thing. Tread wear isn't so bad, which is kind of peculiar. You figure with this much rust, we would have baldies. So this is the 10739 model number. Excuse me, this is a 2016 out of 2010. I'm looking at the 16 here, the second 2 digits of the year. I didn't pay close enough attention. It's also conforms to California standards 2016. It has your various warnings there about pregnant women. The serial number 316042404. Okay, I'm going to try starting it. I kind of grilled him on fuel. He didn't know what rec fuel was. She said she uses stable in her generator and knew about adding stable in the off season. So let me try starting the 2016 Lawn-Boy. I've got Happy Juice nearby. I was just working on a project and was using the carb cleaner, aka Happy Juice. Yeah, I think it was time for another mower. He said something about he hadn't cut the grass in 2 months. He was looking for a mower. I guess today was the day he decided to take action. She came along to get her approval, I guess just to make sure everything was on the up and up. It looked like he had a stroke. He was having trouble with his speech. But I was patient with him, let him get through his sentences. Oh, we got the big Zippo. I don't even know if the plug. I think there's an issue with the plug wire. It didn't feel tight, and I think the it looks like the whole brass assembly here pulled out of the wire. The 2 clips are still here, so that's an issue. I got to go back into that and attach it. We probably weren't getting any spark due to this thing just hanging. I don't know how that got discombobulated, unless he tried to pull the plug wire and ended up pulling out the whole thing and leaving this behind on top of the plug. So I can't do shit right now as far as starting it. This appears to be the issue. So anyway, we don't know if this is going to be a runner or not. I can't tag it as a running engine and put it in the scrap section. So I got to mess with this a little more, make sure this thing starts and runs, and then save it for another project. No salvaging the deck. They really got their use out of this 2016 all-wheel drive Lawn-Boy. The model 10739. Okay, sorry about that. Thought I was going to show you something. All I showed you was a big green turd. I may even have a deck. I had bought out a bunch of dead mowers from a small engine repair shop that went out of business. He had advertised, and I went and looked. Anything that he had against the back fence, customers that didn't come get the machines, or stuff people left behind and didn't come pick up, I ended up buying the whole kit and caboodle. I remember getting a Lawn-Boy deck, so I'm going to go see if it's all-wheel drive and try to maybe rectify something, put something together. Anywho, appreciate you coming out. Sorry this wasn't more exciting on this one. We'll try to do a better job next time. In the meantime, please tip your waitress and waitstaff. They're doing an awesome job. Thanks for coming out. Have a good day. Please like and subscribe. You guys are awesome. Really appreciate you. Put me over 1,000 subscribers. That seems to be fun and exciting. Hopefully more of you come on and subscribe. Have a good day. Keep the faith.